Let's get salty!
Everyone, Zeddy here again today with another card review for the upcoming mini set. And yes, 24 hours of reviews continue. We have every hunter card, 2 druid cards, a neutral card to review. So we're gonna go over all of that. If you want to win these cards, we have a giveaway going on for 3 mini sets out of my pocket to enter the giveaway. Like and comment in the video link down in the description below, the one with that thumbnail over there. Be subscribed to the channel. Every 1,000 subs we get until the mini set is unlocked on May the 13th. I will add another mini set to that giveaway, so hit that sub button, make me go Baroque. As also, we're on the road to 100,000 subscribers for that brand Bronzebeard cosplay, so hit that sub button, make me go Baran. So starting off, we have all of the hunter cards revealed, and we got some more Imbue Beast synergy. That's pretty darn scary, I'm not gonna lie. Starting off, we have the Magma Hound, an 8 mana, 5/8, it's an elemental and a beast. So again, if you want to imbue and give this attack buff and make it cheaper, you can do that. This minion has rush, and it reads, after this attacks a minion and survives, so yes, punish your opponent for playing minions, deal this minion's attack damage split among all enemies. So this in theory could buff it up to have like 100 attack, kill a minion, and then deal 100 to everything. It's like arcane missiles or a Cthulhu battle cry or whatever, where it'll like just, yeah, spew the damage everywhere. So if your opponent's built a very large board with a lot of health, it might not do a lot, but if that's not the case, then, well, they're gonna get some pretty good excess damage going to the face. The only issue I have with this card, if you're wanting to play it, it's gotta be like an Imbue Hunter. Like, really, what else are you doing this? Like, if you have just 5 attack on this, it's for 8 mana. You're not doing nearly enough. It has to be Imbue, discounted and dirt cheap. Why am I not just doing King Plush, right? King Plush, we'll just go face. It'll remove the entire board almost always when it's buffed up. So it's kind of redundant in that kind of strategy. You can look at it maybe more as like a hand buff card, but it's 8 mana. So that's not particularly realistic when opponents are playing like the bear card of like turn 2 or 3 for 0 mana, all buffed up, right? So I don't see this making the cut in either hand buff or imbue, and I don't know where else it would work. If King Plush wasn't a card, it would have a chance. But again, your opponent could literally play around this by not playing a minion. You'd have to like summon something for them, which you can do. You can do that, but overall, I'm gonna give this a 2 out of 5 in standard, a 1 in wild, where it's, again, wild, it's way too slow. And again, King Plush would just be better there too. It's just, I just don't see the point, right? When you have King Plush, maybe I'm missing something, maybe there's something there, but overall, not entirely sold on this Magma Hound. However, this next card is kind of spooky. We have the Tending Dragonkin, a 3 mana, 3/2 dragon, so not a beast. However, it is battle cry, copy the lowest cost beast in your hand. And yeah, right now people are running like Youthful Brewmaster to bounce back their King Plush and restart buffing it, right? Because that's what you want to do. Sometimes 1's not going to do the trick. Sometimes 2's not going to do the trick. Well, I could play a Tending Dragonkin and it's a copy. So let's say my King Plush is like 20 attack or whatever. I copy it. It's 2/0 mana, 20 attack, or play 2 of these, it's more of them, right? Or you could get a Malorn or the other card we saw. This just takes the spot of Brewmaster. It's so much better that I spend 1 more mana, but I get to retain all the stats, all the mana discounts. That's pretty nuts. And Imbue Hunter has been pretty close. It was actually pretty good in the Armor DH meta because it was a counter to that deck, and now the meta's got really aggressive, so it's hurt it, and this doesn't really alleviate that issue at all. So I don't know if it'll put Imbue Hunter over the top, but this is a really good card at copying, yeah, a King Plush, a Malorn, playing multiple of them in 1 turn that this can enable. I will give this a 3 out of 5 in standard to go into those Imbue decks pretty much exclusively. I don't really know what else you're probably doing with this. And in wild, I'll give it a 2. Again, I don't think it makes the cut there, but there's other weird beast synergies. Who knows what you could do there? Copy a Tundra Rhino. I don't know. But overall, yeah, this one definitely spooks me for Imbue Hunter. And next we have a pretty fire spell here for Hunter, the Bursting Shot. It's 2 mana. You deal 2 damage to 3 random enemies. So there needs to be at least 2 minions on the board to get full value on this. And it's pretty much identical to the 1 mana spell that used to see play back in the day that dealt 1 to everything. This is just that times 2, except it's a fire spell. That 1 mana spell only saw play when you could really buff it up, right? The arcane spell damage plus thing was, or spell damage package worked really well with that card. This doesn't really have anything like that in standard. And like 2 damage for 2, like it's kind of like a proactive explosive trap almost, right? Kind of. I don't see it being actually, you know what? It's like a 2 mana consecration a lot of the time, right? In the early game, your opponent typically only has like 1 or 2 minions. It could be all right for that. This could see a little bit of plays, like especially Imbue Hunter needs like early removal to try and stay alive. This could be something that works there. It's relatively cheap. It just, if it dealt 3 would be awesome, right? That there's so many early 3 health minions in Hearthstone now that 2 just always feels like that rough spot. That's why like Holy Nova never feels great. Consecration never feels great. This is 1 mana cheaper, and in a class that doesn't have a ton of great AoE, I'll give it a 3, but it's more likely a 2. And in Wild, you could play this in like, I guess, Quest Hunter, but that hasn't been a thing forever. Even Hunter or whatever. I'll give it a 2 there, but I'm curious. I'm curious how close this will be. And the name Bursting Shot is going to give some innuendos, some naughty people some thoughts, I'm going to have to say. Next, we have some Druid cards. So we have 2 Druid ones. We're missing one. We don't know what that is yet. Obviously, we'll find out in the next 24 hours. First, it's funny. We have the whole nature spell package for Druid. What do we get? A fire spell. Overheat. 3 mana, so we can't play this in Imbue Druid. You give your minions +1/+1. So Mark of the Lotus for 3 mana, although we saw a twin spell that did see play at 3 mana, but it was a twin spell. Anyways, discard a random nature spell to give them +1/+1 more. So it could be a 3 mana +2/+2. And you got to discard a random nature spell. And I don't know what deck this goes into. What are we playing this in? There's no like token Druid. The only Druid deck in standard that I can think of, I think there might be maybe Elodius. Is that still around? I think maybe, I don't know. Regardless, like I can't play this in Imbue Druid. Why do we not get a nature spell? Maybe the last card they'll show is a nature spell. I don't know. I just don't know what this is doing. You lose card value too. And for 3 mana to get +2/+2, I'm pretty underwhelmed. I'm not gonna lie. I'm gonna give this a 1 out of 5 in standard and wild. I don't like losing a card just to get +2/+2. Can't play it in my nature deck. I don't like it. I'm overheating with my hatred for this card. I don't hate it. I just don't think it's that good. So I'm gonna give it a 1 in standard and wild. We get some Imbue support though, kind of, for Druid with the Charred Chameleon, a 1 mana 1/2 beast battle cry. If you use your hero power this turn, give a friendly minion +1/+2 and rush. So relatively cheap minion. You get a pretty good buff, like 1/+1/+2 is pretty good for 1 mana plus rush. And one of the biggest things for Imbue Druid right now, it's really hard to get the board back at any point if you've fallen behind. This allows you to hero power and then give that large plant golem rush right away, right? Like that's really nice. And that can really help you try and recover the board or give any minion on the board rush, right? That's pretty good. Or it could be lethality. That 1 attack, you never know, could be the difference between death or whatever. So it's pretty cheap. You want to be hero powering a lot in Imbue Druid anyways. And I don't know, it's an adorable little beast. Although I think it sees play. I think it sees play in Imbue Druid. I think it can help out. I'll give it a 3 out of 5 in standard. I'll give it a 2 out of 5 in in wild, where I don't think it would make the cut there. But yeah, that it could be the card that really helps Imbue Druid out. And it's not bad or anything. It's legend capable, but this could absolutely help put it maybe a little bit more over the top. And speaking of Imbue cards, we have a neutral Imbue support card, the 3 mana 2/3 Petal Picker, and it's a Draenei, our first Draenei, I believe, since the Great Dark Beyond. Battle Cry: if you've imbued your hero power twice, draw 2 cards. So that's Arcane Intellect for 3 mana on a 2/3, but you've had it imbued twice, but boom, that's card draw for any imbue class. That's really nice. Relatively not like super cheap, but good enough that I don't feel terrible playing it at 3 mana. I guess there's Draenei synergies if you're playing a Draenei imbue deck somehow. But overall, yeah, nice imbue card. I don't see why I wouldn't want to play this in an imbue deck, right? I like card draws. The spell or the minion tribe doesn't mess with my beast and hunter. It doesn't mess with my nature spells. Priest just needs anything that's gonna help out. Solid card. I will give this a 4 to 5 in standard, 2 in wild, where imbue has not seen any play outside of mage, and I think it's too slow even for imbue mage there. Like, believe it or not, I think this would be too slow for imbue mage in wild. So there we go. Some more card reviews. We'll have more as the day goes on. So stay tuned to that channel. Hit that refresh button. I think we have a review in like the next 2 or 3 hours. So yeah, hopefully you guys are enjoying it. If you enjoyed the video, please like and subscribe. Have a great day and stay salty, my friends.